What's up? Welcome back to Nostalgia. Dave here with a review of RM's second album, Right Place, Wrong Person. RM of BTS back with his second solo album, and this is the first release since he has begun his Korean military service enlistment, which began last December. So you have to imagine this album has been in the can for some time. Any RM solo work is going to require a lot of attention because RM to me is the most interesting member of BTS musically. Of course, for years now, he has been a producer, an arranger, a writer for the group, as well as himself. On this album, he co wrote all but one song and co produced 9 of the 11 tracks. Like, he is a fully developed musical person in K-pop, which of course you love to see. Not everyone involved is to that degree. RM has also made the most interesting solo music of all the BTS members to me as well. I quite liked the last solo album, Indigo. I thought the song Lonely in particular really stood out to me. But really, this new album, Right Place, Wrong Person, is kind of a continuation of Indigo's lyrical themes, even if musically it's quite a departure from what that album was like. To me, RM's second solo album, Right Place, Wrong Person, is an interesting album for its musical choices on the part of RM, and certainly continues the thematic steps that RM took on the last album, Indigo. Ultimately, this is a very understated album, kind of nodding to some alternative elements, but really it's a mood piece. With a few exceptions, there's not like some really grabby, like headline songs the way the last album had with tracks like Lonely or Wildflower. We don't really have that this time around. It's quite understated, almost like a slow burn from RM as he's, again, talking about the themes he has gotten into lately about loneliness and purpose and trying to find a direction for his life. And I find it pretty introspective, but this time around on the album, I don't know if the music quite pops as frequently as I would like. I definitely like RM when he's a bit more energetic, and that's why the song Lost really stands out to me. To me, that's the best song on this new album. Very unique energy, background vocals from like a child. I'm not sure if that's a sample or what, but it sounds really cool. But RM is just really popping vocally on that. He also sounds really good on Groin. I love the Little Sims feature and the Moses Sumney feature. Very choice people to collab with. Very cool. I think musically, drums, keys, there's a lot of fun instrumentation throughout the album, but it doesn't quite wow me on an individual song basis the way some of his past work has. But clearly, this is what RM wanted to make. This is an album for him. It's like a cathartic exercise to explore these themes over these two records. So the fact that we got a second BTS or the fact that we got a second RM solo album during his enlistment period, I mean, that's like bonus material to me. I was not expecting that. So, of course, we are eagerly awaiting RM's return, as well as the rest of BTS, probably towards the end of next year. I'm a bit skeptical of that 2025 timeline they threw out there just because RM, Jungkook V, and Jimin, I believe, they all didn't begin the military service until December. So, like 6 months ago. So they have at least a year, if not a year and a half to go. We don't exactly know the detail of that, right? So even if the other guys finish up a little bit before that, like BTS as a unit, I feel like doesn't really make much sense to return realistically until 2026. Obviously, you need time to make music. You need time to reset and come back together. So we know it'll be worth the wait, of course, but time will tell. Just some other tracks I thought. Nuts had a funky bass line. Domodachi, I like the drums and the horns on that. Then guitar kind of kicks in. Little Sims shows up. Fun arrangement on that one. I mentioned Groin. Heaven, though, like Heaven's like one of those songs that like right after Groin, big moment, right? Heaven takes you right back down. It's very low energy. Then picks you back up again with Lost. This is my favorite song. Like it's hard to stick with. The last song, Come Back to Me, which was the lead single, like the drums and the keys on that, and the guitar kind of kicks in at the end. But ultimately, I think you just have to go into it knowing it's a bit more understated. It's a bit more of a lyrical work. It's not really going to necessarily pop as big as some other stuff from RM, some other stuff from BTS has. And you just have to kind of accept that. And it's, again, to me, this is like bonus material, like an album like this coming out. And RM clearly has a lot of artistic intention that's very well established at that point. Even look at the music videos for this. They're very detailed, very high budget for sure as well, but very conceptual, right? and he remains to me a very intriguing figure within K-pop because he's definitely one of the more artistic faces we see and hear from on a regular basis. But yeah, let me know, what did you think of RM's second solo album, Right Place, Wrong Person? What was your favorite song? What did you like most about it? And for more K-pop reviews, more music reviews, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.